What does an indefinite suspension mean?
Well, it means it gives me time as a teacher to teach and to figure out. I don't think there's not a 10 commandments of tripping or punching or doing or there's not. God didn't send down number of games or whatever. Each kid, each situation is different, and as a teacher, it's not the NBA. These are kids. I'll look at it as time. It's a time thing. It's not like you give a suspension and it's all over. It's a learning experience, and I'm going to use it as that in a teaching moment. And the teaching moment does not stop by giving one game, or maybe that's what it is. I don't know that right now. Maybe it's 3. Maybe it's 2 weeks. I don't know. But he won't play until I feel good about the entire situation and where he is at. And that's my responsibility as his coach and as a teacher of young men.
How does he explain the tripping?
Well, how do you explain any mistake you make?
But it's 3 times, though, is the only thing.
No, but tell me that you haven't made a mistake more than 3 times. I mean, come on, Dan, you've been doing this a long time. These are human things. Human beings do human things.
But no, I'm just understanding it's 3 times. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, you're being naive about this then. About anything. You mean somebody doesn't make mistakes more than 3 times? That doesn't mean it's right. He was wrong in each time. But the fact of how does anything happen, Dan? How does anything happen?
But Coach, we're looking at 3 separate tripping incidents.
Yeah, well, you're going
That's
off
all.
on. Yeah.
I just didn't know if he said, I get caught up, or I get too competitive, or whatever it is.
Yeah, he understands that it's wrong. But you asking how does that happen?
No, how does he explain it? How does he explain it?
How does anybody explain why they make mistakes over and over until they finally don't make the mistake? I mean, you're just, we can. How is there an answer to that?
Well, he might say, Coach, I'm sorry I get so caught up in this.
Of course he says he's sorry.
But that's all I asked, Coach. I just wanted to know what he said.
No, you didn't ask that. You asked,
I said, how's he explain it?
Happen?
No, I said, how does he explain it? Not how does it happen?
Sometimes you can explain.
Okay.
Sometimes you can explain that. And that's what learning, that's what growing up is about. That's why it's one of the reasons you play sport is to put yourself in a position where you fail, you succeed, you grow. And that's my responsibility. Whether it be a loss, a guy who does something else that's wrong during a game. How do I use that? And how do we eliminate that eventually? And then how do you become better? I mean, that's what that's all about. And it's called teaching. It's called, getting better. It's called taking responsibility, for the fact that it's wrong, and then trying to eliminate that.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.